Okay guys, so this video we're going to talk about how to solve for a letter, also known as a variable. And I get this question so often. People need help with this one. So I found it really important that you guys do this week. So let's just get into it. There's a lot of, what makes it so confusing for people is because there's so many little rules about how to solve for a variable that people get confused. So I'm just gonna take this I guess I'm gonna make two videos. So this one's gonna be the long explanation of why things are the way they are, and then I'm gonna do a shorter one for the people that just need a refresh. So this is gonna be the long version. If you don't want this one, go watch the other one. But if you can't figure it out, come back to this one. Okay, so I have my notes over here, and it says to put letters and numbers on opposite sides of the equal sign. So when you do this, you need to identify your equal sign. Now, what I mean by opposite sides of the equal sign is the right and left of the equal sign. When you are solving for a question like this, essentially you're trying to figure out what does W equal, or whatever variable or letter it gives you. So once you get to the point where you have W equals, then you're done. But don't forget, you're solving for that variable. A lot of people get really, really confused in the middle of this. They don't know what to do, that they lose track of what they're trying to do, and you're trying to solve for what that variable equals. So what you're going to do is, number one, put the letters and numbers on opposite sides of the equal sign. Okay. Now, all these little rules that I've been talking about, this is what you need to do. So if I have 4W over here, right, and 12W, these are my letters, my variables. I'm going to try and always keep these positive. So I'm going to do this in a really specific way, but don't worry about that. So I'm going to move 4 over this way. Okay. So when I move it to the other side of the equal sign, I'm going to do the opposite of what is there. So just really remember, whenever you're doing these types of questions, you really need to think about what is the opposite of what I already have there. And that's going to help you to make sure you're staying on track. So if I have positive 4, right? This is a positive 4 because it's not negative, so it's positive. So when I move it to the other side, I'm going to do the opposite of what's there. So what is the opposite of positive? Negative. So I'm going to subtract negative 4W and move it to this side. And essentially, I'm doing this because 4W, because I'm trying to get all the W's on one side, right? So in order to do that, I need to get rid of the W's on the right. So 4W minus 4W is 0, right? So I have 0 W, so I don't even need to write that. So it's just 0. So on this side, I have 12W minus 4W, which is 8W. And then I'm going to rewrite everything just so it's clearer. Okay, so I have fulfilled the first part of this, which is put the letters and the numbers on the one side. So I have 8W on one side and 32 on the other. That is exactly what I want to do for my first step. So, and then it says divide or multiply to solve for the variable. I think for this question, they're going to give you division, just because it's sort of an introductory question. So you shouldn't be having the other way. Don't worry about it. Okay, anyway, so I have 8W equals 32. Now remember, we're solving for W. So to get W by itself, I need to separate 8 from the W, right? But don't forget, what does 8W even say? 8W really just means 8 times W. So when I do this, I need to do the opposite of what's there. And what is the opposite of multiplication? Division. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by 8. But if I do it on this side, I have to do it on this side. So 8W divided by 8, these cross out, right? And all you have is W. And 32 divided by 8 is 4. So this is your answer, W equals 4. So I will put this right here, and that is your answer. So this is sort of a longer explanation of how to do this question. And I think I hit everything that you really need to know about how to do this specific type of question. And then we'll do some other questions later that sort of build on this. But yes, this is the basic long explanation of how to do this question. please make sure that you are taking your time doing this question. If you need help, please ask. I get this question a lot, and I really don't mind helping you guys, because this is one of those things where you have to know how to do this if you want to be successful in this class. Anyway, so let me know if you need any more help, and good luck.